NFL Week 14, talking Bills, Chiefs. Buffalo has a 6-6 record, but their record isn't a reflection of where they're power rated. No matter what metrics you use to measure a team's ability, Buffalo is comfortably inside the top 8 in the league. Net EPA, or expected points added, they're tied for third with Baltimore, and 0.10% above KC, who's sixth. DVOA, Buffalo is sixth, and they're fifth if you just use market ratings of closing lines of how much they're favored by against a league average team. Buffalo's advanced metrics are right up there at the top of the league, but since week 4, the Bills have only had 3 wins, and it's against the Giants, Bucks, and Jets. Not exactly what you'd expect from a top-tier team in the league, but if you trust the numbers, it's only a matter of time before the Bills start performing like their numbers. Only problem is they're running out of games. Bills are in the middle of a brutal 3-game stretch coming off an overtime loss to Philly. They got Dallas on deck next week. The good news is the Bills are getting healthier. I think it's only Daquan Jones and Matt Milano now that are missing on the defense. And what's crazy is the Bills have been so banged up all year, but they actually might be the healthier team in this matchup. Chiefs just got a really bad final injury report, and it moved the line from KC down to -1, and I could see the Bills possibly closing as a favorite in this one. Chiefs are getting linebacker Nick Bolton back from IR this week. He was the green dot on the defense before dislocating his wrist back in Week 7. His backup, Drew Tranquill, is now out. He left last game with a concussion, and it left a big void in the middle of that KC defense, and it made Green Bay running back A.J. Dillon look like a Pro Bowler. KC will be without their running back Isaiah Pacheco and their starting tackle. I definitely like the Bills in this one, but the total is pretty interesting. We've seen these two teams play in the past, and all their games had totals in the mid to low 50s. This game is listed 48.5 or 49. The reason it's lower than previous totals has a lot to do with KC. KC is definitely more of a defensive team now. They only allow 17.3 points per game, which is third lowest in the league. They're top 10 in almost every defensive surface stat, but their offense is around league average. Another reason for the lower total compared to previous meetings is KC and Buffalo are much slower on offense snap to snap this year. There was only 5 possessions in the first half of that Green Bay KC game last week. KC and defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo blitzed Green Bay quarterback Jordan Love 18 times on 38 dropbacks, and they couldn't even get to him, though. If they try that this week, I think Josh Allen's going to have some room to take off and run. I like Buffalo in this game, but I really wish KC beat Green Bay last week because KC's so good coming off a loss. Since 2020, KC is 7-0 against the spread off a loss. Also, I feel like KC will come out swinging early because they've fallen behind in both of their last 2 games. In years past, with so many weapons at Mahomes' disposal, they could get away with that, but not this year. But in Andy Reid's press conferences this week, he emphasizes needing to get it out to a faster start. Maybe KC first half or first quarter could be a good look. But then again, also, KC's known to defer the opening kickoff, so maybe first half is better than first quarter. And actually, speaking of betting KC, if you like KC to win this game, you could actually get a little cute here. A better bet might be to bet the Chiefs to get the number 1 overall seed in the AFC. It's plus 300. The Ravens and Dolphins still have to play each other, so they're going to get a loss. And if you look at the Chiefs' last 4 games, it's very realistic that they run the table with games against the Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, and Chargers. So this game here for KC is pivotal for the number 1 seed, and rather than bet them in this game, bet them to get the number 1 seed at plus 300 odds. Could be a good look. But that's all I got for this one. Until next time, good luck with your bets.